Axel. I pulled my red Jeep to the side of the street in front of my brother's house, then cut the engine, my heart pattering in my chest. Would his best friend Remy be home? Probably not, if Remy knew Leo was making me dinner. Somehow the guy always found a way to remove himself from my presence. I sighed, slanting the rearview mirror over my dash to check on myself. I didn't want to go in there with, spittle in the corner of my mouth, just in case he was there. I eyed my black hair, parted on the side, framing my cheekbones, noting the bit of brown at the roots. It was time for a new dye job. As I tilted my head, the piercing in my brow glinted. What would my blue eyes look like if I tried some of that liner Devon, our new singer, had started wearing? If it was cool enough for him, it'd certainly be cool enough for me. A corner of my mouth tugged up. No spittle. Time to go inside. I climbed out of my Jeep and strolled up the driveway and past the front of the gray, single-story bungalow on the walkway, then stopped at the wooden door. Should I knock or just go inside? If Remy was home, I could fuck with him if I just went inside. I tried the gold knob on the door and it turned. With a grin, I swung the door open and stepped onto a beige tile floor. Perusing the main room, the scent of garlic and beef caught my nose. Damn, Leo's cooking was always good. My gaze did a quick scan of the brown leather sofa and love seat with the black IKEA coffee tables. A television droned on in the corner of the room with the news, but no Remy. Leo? Honey, I'm home, I snickered. Leo's brown head of short hair popped out from behind the wall to the kitchen, and a wide smile played on his lips. Oh, good, it's ready. He looked me up and down a moment. Nice, ensemble. I see you still like wearing that bullet belt with all the black. Huffing a chuckle, he ducked back behind the wall. I do. It's good for my image. With a smirk, I shucked off my leather jacket and adjusted my belt over the hips of my skinny jeans, then sauntered past the kitchen opening and dropped into a seat at the dinette, just off the kitchen island. His place was like the one I'd rented with my buddies. Same neighborhood and all, but it had been updated with black appliances and nicer wooden cabinetry. It even had dark granite tile counters instead of the old Formica I had in mine. The table had already been set with plates, silverware, a bowl of garlic bread, and canned beers. My brother always thought of everything. She'd make someone a good housewife someday. I chuckled. Leo turned from the counter next to the stovetop with a large bowl of spaghetti in his hands, then set it on the table, his brown eyes beaming at me. So, how's school? He sipped his beer. Fine, honey. With a smirk, I piled noodles and meat sauce onto my plate. Spring break's over, so classes start back up on Monday. Dude, stop with the honey shit. Shaking his head, he let out a chuckle. Always have to be a smartass. He served himself some spaghetti and garlic bread. Yeah, whatever. I twirled noodles around my fork, then shoveled them into my mouth. Did Remy ever get a hold of you for tutoring? He said, holding a slice of garlic bread to his mouth. No, he didn't. I assumed he didn't need any tutoring. When did he start taking classes? I sipped my beer. It was a few months ago already that my brother had texted me to ask about tutoring Remy, but nothing ever came of it. In fact, I think the last time I saw him was when he brought a date to Dutch Bros. I twisted my lips, my chest tightening at the memory. I took their orders. Damn, had it really been that long? Seriously? Leo dug into his pasta. He started going to night school, so I think he started classes back in January. But he's taking one class at a time, and each class is accelerated. He shook his head. I don't know. I do know he's been busy, so I haven't seen him much. Yeah? Is he still seeing that Christie girl he brought to Dutch? An ache filtered into my chest. Why did I have to ask that?
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.